Bacon is often regarded as a beloved indulgence for many, with its irresistible crispiness and smoky flavor. When it comes to the carnivore diet, which revolves around the exclusive consumption of animal-based foods, bacon is frequently hailed as a satisfying and convenient choice. Its high-fat, high-protein content makes it a fitting option for those following a diet that emphasizes meat and excludes carbohydrates and plant-based foods. However, despite its popularity and undeniable taste, there are significant concerns about the health implications of consuming bacon regularly, particularly for those relying on it as a staple of the carnivore lifestyle. One of the most appealing aspects of bacon is its rich fat content, which aligns with the carnivore diet's high-fat, low-carb principles. The fat in bacon, particularly its high levels of saturated fat, provides a dense source of energy for individuals following this eating plan. However, the health risks associated with excessive saturated fat intake cannot be ignored. Saturated fats have long been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and high cholesterol levels. When consumed in excess, bacon's high saturated fat content can raise levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, leading to plaque buildup in the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. Over time, this can contribute to the narrowing of the arteries, making it more difficult for blood to flow freely and significantly increasing the risk of cardiovascular events like heart attacks and strokes. In addition to the saturated fats, bacon is also a source of cholesterol, which can exacerbate issues related to cardiovascular health. Although the body produces most of the cholesterol it needs, dietary cholesterol can still have an impact, particularly for those who are sensitive to it. Consuming foods high in cholesterol, such as bacon, can lead to an unhealthy lipid profile and increase the risk of developing heart disease. For individuals with existing cholesterol issues or a family history of heart disease, regular consumption of bacon can further complicate matters and increase the likelihood of serious health problems down the road. Another concern with bacon, especially when consumed regularly as part of the carnivore diet, is its high sodium content. Bacon is often cured and salted to enhance its flavor and preserve its shelf life, which means it can contain a significant amount of sodium. High sodium intake is a well-known contributor to high blood pressure, fluid retention, and kidney strain. For those already dealing with hypertension or kidney disease, consuming foods like bacon regularly can exacerbate these conditions, leading to further complications. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease, and over time, excessive sodium intake can place significant strain on the heart, increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular events. Bacon's processing also raises additional concerns. Like many other processed meats, bacon is often smoked or cured with preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites, which are added to extend its shelf life and enhance flavor. These compounds, while effective in preserving meat, have been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. Studies have shown that the consumption of processed meats like bacon, which contain these carcinogenic substances, may increase the risk of developing cancer due to the harmful effects of nitrates and nitrites. These chemicals can form potentially carcinogenic compounds during the cooking process, particularly when bacon is cooked at high temperatures, such as frying or grilling. The long-term consumption of bacon, as part of a regular diet, may therefore increase the risk of cancer, especially if consumed in large quantities. The lack of essential nutrients in bacon is another significant drawback, especially for individuals on the carnivore diet. While bacon is a good source of protein and fat, it is virtually devoid of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, nutrients that are crucial for overall health and well-being. The absence of fiber in bacon can lead to digestive issues, such as constipation and irregular bowel movements. Fiber is essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system, supporting regularity, and promoting a healthy gut microbiome. A diet that excludes fiber can also contribute to more serious long-term health issues, including colon cancer and diverticulosis. Additionally, bacon's lack of antioxidants means that it does not offer the protective benefits that plant-based foods provide, such as reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. Without these protective compounds, individuals who rely heavily on bacon and other animal products may be at greater risk of developing chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The high-calorie density of bacon also presents a potential problem for those seeking to maintain a healthy weight. Bacon, being high in fat, is very calorie-dense, and consuming large portions without proper portion control can quickly lead to an excess of calories. The carnivore diet, with its focus on high-fat, calorie-dense foods, can make it easy to overconsume calories, especially for those who are not physically active. This can lead to weight gain and increase the risk of obesity-related health conditions, such as type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and insulin resistance. The excessive caloric intake from regular bacon consumption may also contribute to an unhealthy body composition, particularly if other nutrient-dense, lower-calorie foods like vegetables and fruits are excluded from the diet. For those with pre-existing health conditions, particularly cardiovascular issues, hypertension, or digestive problems, the regular consumption of bacon may aggravate these conditions and increase the risk of complications. The combination of high saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, and nitrates can place additional stress on the body, making it harder to manage these conditions effectively. Individuals with kidney disease, for example, may find that the high sodium and protein content in bacon further impairs kidney function. Similarly, those with high cholesterol or high blood pressure may find that bacon exacerbates their symptoms, making it harder to maintain a healthy blood pressure or cholesterol level. Finally, the environmental impact of bacon production is another factor that cannot be overlooked. The production of pork, like other forms of livestock farming, requires significant resources, including water, land, and feed, and contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Pork production is particularly resource-intensive and has a large carbon footprint, which adds to the environmental challenges posed by an increasingly meat-heavy global diet. For those concerned about sustainability and environmental issues, consuming bacon regularly as part of the carnivore diet may not align with their values, especially as the demand for meat continues to put pressure on natural resources and exacerbate climate change. In conclusion, while bacon may be a delicious and satisfying option for those following the carnivore diet, it carries several significant health risks that should not be ignored. The high levels of saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, and carcinogenic preservatives in bacon can contribute to heart disease, high blood pressure, cancer, and digestive issues. Additionally, the lack of essential nutrients like fiber and antioxidants leaves the body vulnerable to chronic disease. For those considering incorporating bacon into their diet regularly, it is important to weigh these risks and recognize that, while bacon may be tasty, it should be consumed in moderation at best, and its long-term effects on health could be detrimental if overconsumed.